Laughter is timeless. Imagination has no age, and dreams are forever. This man's journey from ordinary to extraordinary is something which cannot be described in one line or one sentence. From a very, very humble beginning to reaching the heights where he is today, it's his hard work, his dedication. அவருடைய வெற்றிக்கு பின்னாடி பல பேர் இருக்கலாம், ஆனா அவருடைய வெற்றி மட்டும்தான். அதை சொல்லுவாங்க, நான் பாய் நெக்ஸ்ட் டோர், நம்ம வீட்டு பையன், அந்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்காரு. அந்த காலத்துலேருந்து இன்னி வரைக்கும் ஆன் ஸ்க்ரீன் இருக்கட்டும், ஆஃப் ஸ்க்ரீன் இருக்கட்டும், தட் பாய் நெக்ஸ்ட் டோர் இமேஜ் அவர் பார்க்கும்போது ஏதோ நம்ம கூடவே இருக்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு ஃபீலிங் எல்லாருக்கும் வரும். The same simple boy. And avarudiya success paakumbodhu, one thing makes sure that if you have the grit, courage, perseverance and passion for what you're doing, your success will come looking for you. My friends, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let us celebrate the success story of Namma Veettu Pillai, Namma Doctor, Namma Don, Namma Varthapadada Valibar Sangam Thalaivar Sivakarthikeyan. Thank you so much, Pat.
May I now request
ஜாமுன் உங்களுக்காக. அண்ணா நம்ம கூட தான் இருக்க போறாரு, கவலைப்படாதீங்க. அவருக்கு ஐஸ்கிரீம் வித் குலாப் ஜாமுன் ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். ஐஸ்கிரீமை கொண்டு வந்தோம், ஆனால் அது மெல்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு. ஸோ ஐஸ்கிரீம் இல்லாமல் வெறும் குலாப் ஜாமுன் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். அண்ணாவோட சிவா, இந்த க்ரௌட், அந்த என்தூசியாசம் நீங்கள் பார்க்குறீங்க. இன்றைக்கி நம்ம பேச போகிறது உங்களுடைய ஜேர்னி. ரைட் ஃப்ரம் த டைம் வென் யூ ஸ்டார்டட் as a young boy, your education in Trichy, you are an engineer. யோசிக்கிறாரு, நம்ம அதுதான் பண்ணுமா இல்லை. பட் யூனோ, எல்லாருக்கும் அதை நம்ம எல்லாரும் லாஸ்ட் பெஞ்ச்பா, அதில் கவலைப்படாதீங்க. நம்ம பாதி பேர் அவுட்ஸ்டாண்டிங் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் தான், பாதி நேரம் கிளாஸ்க்கு வெளியில் இருப்போம், சரிங்களா? பட் ஐ திங்க் உங்களுடைய ஜேர்னி பார்க்கும்போது, ஃப்ரம் டெலிவிஷன் டு பிக் ஸ்க்ரீன், ஃப்ரம் ஸ்மால் ஸ்க்ரீன் டு பிக் ட்ரீம்ஸ், எல்லாருக்கும் அது சக்ஸஸ் கிடைக்காது. ஸோ நீங்கள் சொல்லுங்கள், வாட் வாஸ் யுவர் ஜேர்னி லைக்? பல தடவை நீங்கள் பேசியிருப்பீங்க, பட் வி ரியலி வாண்ட் டு நோ. ஏன்னா பீப்புள் ஹேவ் கம் ஃப்ரம் ஆல் பார்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் த கண்ட்ரி.
எல்லாருக்கும் குட் மார்னிங், ஹாய், தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் ஃபார் திஸ் லவ். எனக்கு ஃபஸ்ட்டு இதை ஃபுல்லாக இங்கிலீஷில் பேசணுமா தமிழில் பேசணுமான்னு எனக்கு தெரியல.
தங்கிலீஷ்
அதுவும் எஸ்எம்எஸ் அனுப்பும்போது தான் வருது. அதுவே ஸ்பெல்லிங் மிஸ்டேக்கில் ஆட்டோ கரெக்டாகி தான் பண்ண வேண்டியிருக்கு. அண்ட் அண்ணே, உன்னை தானே தேடுறேன். நான் ரொம்ப டென்ஷனாக வந்தேன். இப்போ உங்களெல்லாம் பார்த்ததுக்கப்புறம் ஓகே. ஸோ நான் முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு ஐ வில் ட்ரை டு கம்யூனிகேட் வித் த இங்கிலீஷ் ஐ நோ. அந்த இன்ஜினியரிங்கில் ஸ்கூலில் படித்த இங்கிலீஷ் வச்சு ஐ வில் ட்ரை டு மேனேஜ். என்ன பிரான்ச்சுன்றது தான் ஃபஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின். கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் இன்ஜினியர் நான். இல்லை, கை தட்டாதீங்க. பட் ஐ டோன்ட் ஹேவ் அ கம்ப்யூட்டர் மை ஹோம் அண்ட் எனக்கு அது ஆப்ரேட் பண்ண தெரியாது, பிகாஸ் ஐ எம் அ கம்ப்யூட்டர் இன்ஜினியர். ஸோ ஜேர்னி மேம், இது இப்போ வரைக்குமே இட் இஸ் எனக்கு ரொம்ப சர்ரியலாக இருக்கிற ஜேர்னி தான் மேம். ஏன்னா இந்த மொமெண்ட் வரைக்கும் எவ்ரி டைம், ஈவன் திஸ் மொமெண்ட், நீங்கள் என்னை பற்றி சொல்லி இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணி, நான் ரொம்ப சின்ன வயசுலேருந்து உங்களோட படங்கள்லாம் பார்த்து வளர்ந்தவன் நான். அதுவும் நீங்களும் ரஜினி சாரும் நடிக்கிறீங்கன்னா அந்த படம் வந்து ஆக்சுவலாக 3 days பேக் டிவியில் வந்து ஒரு மியூசிக் சேனலில் ரஜினி சார் குஷ்பு மேமோட சாங்ஸ் மட்டும் ஒரு ½ an hour ப்ளே பண்ணாங்க, எல்லா சாங்ஸும். மேம் நான் அப்போ கூட நினச்சேன் இப்போ போய் நம்ம மேம் பார்க்க போகிறோம். ஸோ இந்த மொமெண்ட் எல்லாம் இருக்குல்ல, எனக்கு தெரியாது when I watched you on big screen that நானும் ஒரு நாள் பிக் ஸ்க்ரீனில் இருப்பேன்றதெல்லாம் நான் நினைக்கல, பிளான் பண்ணல. பட் தேர் வாஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் அ பிக் டிசைர், ஒரு ஆசை இருந்தது டு என்டர்டெயின் த ஆடியன்ஸ். ஸ்டேஜுக்கு போகணும், நம்ம பேசணும், நம்ம பேசுகிறத கேட்டு எவ்ரி ஒன் ஷுட் கிளாப், சியர், அப்ரிஷியேட், அந்த சவுண்ட் நம்ம கேட்கணும், அது திருப்பி கேட்டுகிட்டே இருக்கணுன்றது மட்டும்தான் ஐ ஹேட் இன் மை மைண்ட். எஸ்பெஷலி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டேஜ் வாஸ் இன் மை காலேஜ் when I was doing my engineering. என் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்லாம் சேர்ந்து சூப்பர் யூ ஆர் டூயிங் மிமிக்ரி அமேசிங்லி, யூ கோ அண்ட் தே மேட் மீ மிமிக் மை டிசிப்ளினரி கமிட்டி ஸ்டாஃப்ஸ் மேம். ஸோ அங்கே ஸ்டார்ட் ஆனது தான் இந்த ஜேர்னி. லக்கிலி தே டென்ட் சஸ்பெண்ட் மீ ஆர் டிஸ்மிஸ் மீ ஃப்ரம் த காலேஜ். ஸோ தட் டைம் தே அப்பாலஜைஸ்ட் அண்ட் I apologized to them and they said it's okay, you proceed, but make sure this talent goes in a right way. That's what my professor said. And Hindiya.
Yeah, English, Tamil. I think he's coming in a Tanglish.
I think I'm speaking British English. No? Indian English. I don't know what is that Indian English. Okay, I'll try.
நம்ம பேசுறது தான்.
நான் பேசுறது. Okay, this is my English, SK English. You try to understand this English. So this journey all began in my college days. The first stage, when I did my first year of engineering, my friends pushed me onto the stage and said, do whatever you feel like, audience should enjoy it. That day the entire auditorium went wild and that was the starting point, ma'am. But at the time kuda I didn't realize I will go to movies, I will do films, but I always wanted to entertain them. And now also after getting this much of love and appreciation, I still have in my mind, okay, I have to entertain them in all possible ways and try to give better films and better myself in each and every film. That is the only point that's in my mind now. Thank you. I think I'm communicating it properly.
சிவா, உங்ககிட்ட ஒரு டேலண்ட் என்ன இருக்குன்னா, யூ ஸ்டார்டட் ஆஃப் as a mimicry artist, பட் யூ ஹாவ் கம் அவுட் ஆஃப் that. ஏன்னா எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு நேரத்தில் ஒரு பயம் இருக்கும். ஐயோ, ஏன்னா எனக்கு இன்னும் ஞாபகம் இருக்குது, நீங்கள் எந்த மேடைக்கு போனாலும் நீங்கள் ஆரம்பிச்சது கலக்க போவது யாரில் நீங்கள் நிறைய அந்த மாதிரி மிமிக்ரி பண்ணுவீங்க. ஸோ கலக்க போவது யார் பண்ணும்போது ஒவ்வொரு மேடையில் ஏறும்போது ப்ளீஸ் இமிட்டேட் திஸ் பர்சன், ஸோ ப்ளீஸ் அவங்கள மாதிரி பேசி காட்டுங்க, அது இருந்தது உங்களுக்கு. டிட் யூ எவர் ஹாவ் திஸ் ஃபியர் தட் ப்ராபப்ளி ஐ வில் பி புட் இன் டு அ ப்ராக்கெட் and I may not be able to break free from that and make Sivakarthikeyan the brand that I want to do?
No, I started with Vijay TV in 2007. So 2007, from an engineering passed out student, and I can't think I should make myself as a brand. அந்த அளவுக்குலாம் நமக்கு அறிவுலாம் இல்லை மேம். So I tried that, but mimicry artist I felt that was the visiting card to enter the office. That's what I felt. I can't run the entire life as a mimicry artist because especially in Tamil Nadu we don't have culture like Malayalam industry. Mimicry artists can become a hero. They have so many big examples who started as a mimicry artist and became a national award winning actors. But in Tamil Nadu we don't have that kind of culture. Yes. Yeah, so many. I got inspiration from so many Malayalam heroes. Yeah. So I thought mimicry should be my visiting card, but to enter the media industry, but I should improve myself as something else. Then I realized I can become an anchor there. So because the only reason I wanted to become a television host is television host was there in the one full hour show. Contestant comes for 10 minutes. Television host comes for full 1 hour because they say the sponsor's name, so they cannot edit that. They have to say the show name, they cannot edit that. So my face will get registered. That was my first thought. With his first initial 4 episodes, I came only for 5 minutes. Then I realized Divyadashini was the host, Didi was the host. Didi is coming full show. How to come in that? Only judges and host comes in the full episode. We can't become judge. I already told in one show, I think. To become a judge, you should have achieved something or should have been senior. You should have been aged. So I didn't have both the qualifications. So I cannot become a judge in a television show. But so I wanted to become an anchor. Then I thought anchoring, like there were so many big renowned anchors, so I wanted to break that pattern. Just casually interact. Even if I do mistake, I wanted them to be in the show. Let audience enjoy it. Let that be a casual interaction. So that's how it started. I wanted to be an anchor because I want to come on television for 1 hour.
Your honesty has been the best policy of your life.
No, that was the only truth because I never had a big confidence of becoming, okay, I'm going to become a mimicry artist, then an anchor, then I'm doing films, then I'm becoming a hero, I'm doing big budget films. I never had that plan or anything, man. Because
But I think God had plans for you to bring you where you are today.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, some people are just specially blessed by the Almighty, and you are one of them.
Yeah, thank
You know, on Solvanga, அந்த டைம்ல வந்து the most blessed person, God's favorite child தமிழ் சினிமால யார் அப்படி கேட்டாக்கா ரஜினிகாந்த் தான் சொல்லுவாங்க. And I think சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் பெங்களூர்லேருந்து ஒரு கண்டக்டராக இருந்துட்டு இங்கே வந்து இன்னைக்கு நம்ம தமிழ் மட்டும் இல்லை இந்தியாவோட ஒரு சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் அப்படி யாருன்னா கேட்டால் அது ரஜினி சார் சொல்லுவோம். ஸோ அப்படி இருக்கும்போது you are the blessed one. Boy, a very, very simple boy from a very humble background to the unstoppable Sivakarthikeyan. What makes you tick with the audience?
A personal connect, ma'am. I'm one among them. But I think you guys are like much more brainy or brilliant than me because I never attended any film festival. You guys are into a film festival and you're searching for something good. And already you have succeeded in your life. 50% is done, I think, because you are in the right place searching for something else. But I've never been like this. But I've been a very good cinema lover and very good audience. That was my first criteria to enter into cinema, I think. I was a very, very big Rajini sir fan, Talaivar fan. But I watched all stars films, maybe first day or second day. Whatever film they have done, they are successful films. I watched only in theaters, and from the year 2005 or 6, I never watched any film in a pirated version. So, till now. So that was my love for the cinema. So I think that was my route, man, because I didn't had any plan, because I didn't had any example like someone coming from television getting into cinema in Kollywood industry, Tamil cinema. So I had to try whatever the opportunity they gives me. I want to give my 100%. So I should learn something from that and give something. Give my whatever I have, I know I should entertain them. And when it started working, then I realized people are accepting me as an entertainer in the television, so I should try this in cinema also, because through cinema I can reach many more audiences. My ultimate aim was to reach as many people as possible and entertain them. And I want my face to be recognized and I want to be appreciated. That was my always, that was my only aim.
Right. But நீங்க சொன்னீங்க that you always felt that you were one among the common man.
Yes, ma'am, exactly.
Is that the reason, the kind of films you chose? Because either you have to choose the stories or the stories choose you. So what was your idea? That the stories come and choose Sivakarthikeyan, or Sivakarthikeyan very consciously chooses a story which connects with the audience, whether it was Namma Veetu Pillai, whether it was Dawn, or whether it was Doctor,
Yes,
or Remo for that matter, or whatever the films you have done, even your first film, Edirneechal. உங்க வாழ்க்கையே ஒரு எதிர்நீச்சல். People who don't understand what எதிர்நீச்சல் in Tamil means, it means against the wave. So I think, when you're pushed against, when you walk against the waves, you show your maximum strength. And the very first film as the lead was எதிர்நீச்சல் உங்களுது. So he proved himself that he can, walk against the waves and you can shine. So, how do you choose your subjects?
Initially, I chose the films which I can do because I knew my limitations. I was very scared of doing so many things.
Limitations, Sivakarthikeyan? No.
No, yes, yes, it was there, man, because I was not prepared for doing films. I got my Marina opportunity exactly 8 hours before my shoot. Previous night, Pandra sir said, I liked your auditions. Tomorrow morning, your first shot will be in Marina Beach. You be there at 4 o'clock. So that's how I got my selection, and I didn't had any time to prepare also. And from that time, I didn't prepare myself. So I knew like I can pull off these kind of roles, but this I don't know. Slowly, I have to get into it. In the first 5 6 years, maybe I chose the scripts which I could easily do, or I could do some justice to it. Now stories are choosing me. That's what I feel, man. After all the success people have given and got some budget also now. So now stories like Maviran, Doctor, Amaran now, and though especially Amaran, it shows me. That's what I feel, because Kamal sir would have casted anyone. If he calls anyone, anyone would have come and did that film. But that story chooses me. So now the story is choosing me, I think.
And we have noticed that every film of yours is always laced with happiness, there's humor, there's joy. So, is that a conscious effort? Because you seem to be a very quiet person, but you also seem to be a very, very content and happy person with what you have. உங்களுடைய ஆசைகள் பேராசைகள் ஏதாவது இருக்கா?
குவைட் பர்சன் வந்து இங்கே மேம் கொஞ்சம் ஸ்டேஜ் ஓகே கோவா இன்டர்நேஷ்னல் ஃபிலிம் ஃபெஸ்டிவல் ஸோ அதனால ஐ எம் பிஹேவிங் லைக் திஸ் மேம் இல்லைன்னா அப்படி ஐ வில் நாட் பி லைக் தட் பட் ஃபிலிம்ஸில் வந்து ஹியூமர் இருக்கணும். ஐ ஃபெல்ட் ஹியூமர் வாஸ் மை ஸ்ட்ரென்த் அண்ட் ஐ வாஸ் அப்ரிஷியேட்டட் இன் டெலிவிஷன் ஃபார் தட். ஸோ தட் ஷுட் பி தேர் இன் த ஃபிலிம்ஸ் ஆல்சோ. வெதர் ஐ act the role clearly or properly, that is secondary. The humor should be because sometimes the humor that was appreciated in television might not get appreciation on big screens. That big screen timing and everything is different completely, because in television when we work there will be 10 cameras, so I don't have to worry about it. The editor takes care of everything. Whichever is the good part, he'll select and give it. When I went to the movie shoot, it was very, very different. Every line, it should be performed properly, and different angles they used to take. Again I have to do. Why did I do any mistake? No, that was a long shot, this was a close-up shot. That kind of experience I had. So this bridging itself was a very challenging part for me, man. So I didn't want to take challenging roles also, because adapting myself to a big screen or shooting cinema shooting itself was a challenge. So I thought humor should be there as my shield, as my god. So I always thought humor should be there in all the films, and people also appreciate me for that. So, and I think the only film without doing any much of humor was Amaran. Now they've given a very big appreciation for that. Now I have to think about it. So now I have that confidence I took from the audience appreciation is like, you do anything, but you do sincerely with genuine effort, we will appreciate it. That's what I took from Amaran.
You know, when you do comedy, a lot of people feel that doing slapstick comedy is about being vulgar, it's about making faces, or slapstick comedy literally means slapping people around. But உங்களுடைய comedy எல்லாம் பார்க்கும்போது it was very natural. There was something very natural about it, which comes easily to everyone in day-to-day life. You also did a film which had a complete dark humor.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody can carry that off. மோகம் பார்த்தாக்க இந்த புனியம் பால் குடிக்குமா அந்த மாதிரி மோகம் வச்சுட்டு you have done the comedy. How do you balance it?
No, Doctor was a proper experiment, ma'am. Again, we don't have a very so many films as a reference for Doctor kind of because we are doing a experimental film in a commercial perspective with that kind of budget. So Nelson and myself, we worked in television, Vijay TV, for so many years, and we were friends. So we had the trust on each other. And when he said, "You're not going to react in this film," I felt like, how it will be, I don't know how audience will receive it. No, you just be with that stone face. It is fine. Then the rest, the screenplay and other characters will do. Okay, why not? Let us try. Because when there is a friend to support, we'll get that confidence naturally. So we tried doctor, uh, but doctor's biggest COVID. Everyone got affected by COVID, but after COVID, doctor came and people went to the theaters and they laughed so much and they enjoyed that humor. Now it has become Nelson's style now. So he is making a bigger film with dark humor. So I tried it as an experiment, ma'am. Doctor was a pure experiment. It would have been this way or that way. But I really enjoyed it. But I felt doing Doctor was easier for me than doing other films because I had to just sit quiet. I had all the energy even after backup. So I used to ask Nelson, am I working really? I used to think I really work hard so I can come up in life. But this film, I'm just coming, doing, no, everything is perfect. So I stopped watching the monitor also. I saw the edit after the shoot got finished, the entire shoot got over. So I tried with that. When people appreciate, okay, then as I said, like it was made very clearly, communicated the dark humor properly, they enjoyed it, and then it's fine. So we can try that.
From engineering to cinema. But when we look at your background, your dad was a superintendent of police.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever want to become a police officer like your father?
Yes, ma'am. My initial, like my childhood, when everyone asks what do you want to become, I want to become a police officer like my dad. Because I always see him with the uniform and with his gun and the gun salute, parade and everything. I was always inspired by him, my hero. So I want to become like him. But my dad thought I should become an IPS officer and I should become his senior. So when I get into the posting, and he wanted to salute to me. So that was his aim. And when he suddenly passed away, my mom got she said, no, I'm not going to give one more person from my family to that department. You are doing engineering. You just go do some work. Then I did my MBA because I didn't understand what engineering was. There is many engineers and there are like, any engineers here? Okay, I think...
Well, no, engineers are around, but do you understand engineering is what is important?
Yes, because we got, as I always tell, like, when you can clear engineering max, no, you can do anything in your life. That's where the confidence came from. So I felt like, okay, engineering I didn't understand, let me do MBA. And I started MBA, but suddenly television came. But dad's demise changed everything. That was the turning point in my life, I think. I was depressed. I didn't know what to do. I don't know how to communicate it to others. So to escape from the depression, from that sadness, I got into the stage, and that claps and appreciation was the therapy, and that gave me a positive route, and just I continued with that. But initial idea was to become an IPS officer. Now I'm doing that in roles, I think.
But you know, Shiva, when you say it's so heartening to see that, you know, a demise of your parent definitely brings down your confidence, your morality, and you feel that you have lost the biggest hero of your life. And to escape the negativity, to escape the depression, the sad part of it, you took a different path, which is a very, very positive path. In today's times, very unfortunately, we see the young minds, they are at crossroads where they do not understand which path to take. You are a parent yourself to 3 young children. We all know the kind of bond you share with your daughter. And, and you have been through that phase. I want you to tell the audience what path they should choose and how they should choose which is the right path. Because, I feel cinema and mainly actors like you, they look upon at and they learn so much from you. What you do on screen. In the Kaitattal, these applause is not for what you perform on screen, but how they resonate and they see themselves in you. So what is that one thing you would like to tell the young minds and say that, listen, I have been through this and I want you to do this? It's not an advice, but something... It's not an advice, but I think it's more like, you tell them what is right. Because I feel you take the right advice or take the right meaning of life for someone who's as successful as you.
I always felt like we can, like a bird, we can fly anywhere, maybe all over the world, but come back to your nest and believe that's your best protected place that can only protect you. So that's what I believed in it.
And
So,
your nest is?
huh?
Your nest is?
My home, my family, my family. When my mom was like, she did only 8th standard, but she knows life better than me. That's what I felt. Like she has lived on life and she knows plus and minus. So she said like, you don't have to become a police officer. You study. But even I didn't study properly. I didn't take that path. But I listened to her because I wanted her to be happy because of her I was there because after my dad's demise, she made my sister a doctor and me an engineer. And then I asked her, I will do MBA. Okay, you do MBA. She had little money and she gave me, and she got help from her brother and she made it. So I always think I have to take care of them. So that was my base. So to the youngsters, I want to say that only. Like you always think like I should be in a very free mind, free space. Parents are always controlling, but they always like they work for us, they think about us, they think about us more than us because they have seen both sides of life. They will advise, like it will be very irritating most of the time, but you just hold on to your roots. That is enough, I think.
No, it's so wonderful to see. Like yesterday, I had in conversation with Mr. Nagarjuna, and then we were talking about the legacy of his father, and he, actually stressed on this point that how important it is for us to have the family together because, however, whichever heights you go to, you have to come back to your roots, and that root is your family. And here you have the most successful actor of Tamil cinema today, who is at the peak of his career. And again, he's talking about, the elders at home and keeping your family together. I think this is one message we really, really have to take it out in today's times because in this busy world, we have time for everything, but we don't have time for our parents or for the elders at home. So I think we have to make that one extra effort to make sure that that one hello to your aging parents at home makes a hell of a lot of difference to your lives, not only theirs, but yours.
And one more thing, what I am following now for the past 2 years is like using social media very less. I am giving very lesser time to social media. And you have so much of information, so much of positive things, and if you want to use internet. This is my kind advice, but don't use much of social media, especially Twitter. Maybe I think Elon Musk might block my account. That will be the first success, I think, for me. No, I feel like if we come out of that, I had a very free mind space because no one is feeding their thought into my mind. When something goes wrong in my film, usually when we find one film flops or like when one of our work doesn't go well, we'll just we'll get confused and we'll try to find where the answer is. That time I used to search my answers in social media and I confused myself. I did different kind of films without understanding what the film is. Everything happened. Then suddenly one day I realized like how it worked. Stick to the basics. Usually when cricketers go out of form, they just stick to the basics. Just keep the front foot properly and keep the head strong and then face the ball. Defends it properly. So like that I realized like no, this social media came in between. When I was in television, these things didn't influence me. I got the appreciation or anything from the audience, from the ground. When I get onto the stage or when I go for any other event, I get feedback. They say, I saw this episode, that was really good. And majority of the people, if we meet them in person, they will not say your negatives first. That is the biggest quality of Indian people, I feel always, like irrespective of the languages, they might, we, like some of my films would have disappointed them, but they would have just avoided that and they said only positive things. So I take that as, okay, why those films worked? Because of what? Not only because of me, because of the story or because of the way it was presented. So I try to stick on to the basics. So last 2 years I'm quite off from social media and that really works for me.
That's a fantabulous advice, actually. Um, This conversation will not be over if we do not salute the man who portrayed the character of a very, very courageous man who gave up his life for the nation. Salute to you, Major Mukundan. How do you look at yourself when you were playing that role?
All praise and everything this Amaran is receiving now is because of Major Mukund Varadarajan, sir. Because he was we used to say that word selfless. So when I heard the story, he was a complete picture of what selflessness is, because he's from Chennai, from this tip of India. He went there to Kashmir to save all the people there. Didn't even think about his family. That time his daughter was 3.5 years old, and he didn't even think about it. He saved his own team, a true leader. So this film success is because of his sacrifice. Sacrifice is the biggest heroism. So after this, I might do any film with, I might hit 100 people, 1,000 people, but that will not be 100% heroism. This Amaran is pure heroism. That's what I feel.
They say courage is not having fear in life, but having the will to face it. And I think that should sum up for the life of Major Mukund Varadarajan. Sivakarthikeyan, thank you so much, but அப்படியே போக முடியாது ஏன்னா ஆடியன்ஸ் வந்து நிறைய கேள்விகள் கேட்கறதுக்கு தயாரா இருக்காங்க. So I see a lot of hands going up. Where's the mic?
We are friends, so please
wait, we'll get the mic.
Easy questions, okay?
Can you bring the mic? I will give one by one. Okay. Give it to the gentleman here in blue first.
1, 2, 3, 4, like that.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Wait. இங்க ஒரு கேள்வி இருக்கு. I have already given the mic to him. Please. And please keep the I don't want any opinions. I just want very
Questions, please.
Hi, Anna.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
கேள்வி முடிஞ்சிச்சு. கேள்வி முடிஞ்சிச்சு.
இவ்வளோ ஈஸியா வேணாம், கொஞ்சம் டஃப் வேணும். How are you? What is your name? தாண்டி.
Anna, I am Lokesh Bhagavati, a film student from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. First
Lokesh.
அம்மா ஊரு.
Yes,
Lokesh
ma'am.
also from Coimbatore.
Yeah, Lokesh Kanagaraj. Yes,
Okay, one more Lokesh is coming, I think.
Anna, first of all, I would like to give a big salute to you, because it's not at all a easy thing to make a small screen to big screen. Now you have 3 plus 50 crore movies, 2 plus 100 crore movies, and 1 300 crore movies. It's a big thing.
பண்ணிட்டு வந்திருக்காரு.
Really, it's a big thing. No, not at all. You are marching towards 25th film, but you have this much box office collection. First of all, the big salute. No?
Thank you.
And now the word has changed. My father and mother will say like this: if Sivakarthikeyan film got released, let's go. Not minding about that story, not minding about anything. Sivakarthikeyan film got released, let's go. It will be good, like that way. No?
Thank you.
My question is very simple, Anna. Many are Anna, not like that.
Okay, please. I don't want to disturb you.
Our field is the most toughest field, I think. So it's not easy to achieve in our field. So many are quitting in the half itself now. I have seen many one. So many are quitting without even trying, and after trying they are quitting. We can't succeed in this field, like that way they are quitting. In your life, you have any moment now you thought of quitting this field because you can't do anything, like that way, any moment, and you want to say to them, don't quit, just try, one day you will achieve like me, like that way, any moment?
Not like me, more than me, because like you said everyone will get tired at some point, and especially last 5 years was the most toughest. It might be more tough also in the future, but first time I was facing like continuous pressures. We cannot discuss so much about that on stage, because that's part and parcel of, and see, this industry is very tough, because where there is more fame, more money, there will be a big pressure. You don't know. தமிழ்ல நான் எப்பவுமே சொல்லுவேன், when we are fighting a war, அம்பு எங்க இருந்து வருதுன்னு தெரிஞ்சாதான் we can fight back. But in this industry, உங்களுக்கு தெரியாது from where the அம்பு is, like in English, அது என்னப்பா?
Bow, arrow.
From where the arrow comes from. So in this industry, you will never know where the arrow comes from. So you should keep on shooting everywhere. So that's how the industry is. I thought of quitting, but luckily I got Aarti. I think she said no, no, you can't do that. You got into this industry after everyone said. My family first, they were very skeptical about it, because what you know about this industry, who is there, who will support you, who will guide you, who will tell you what to do and what not to do, why you are entering this. You learn something, you just go with it. We don't want more money or something. Let's live peacefully. I said, I'm not entering this to make more money. I want, as I told you, I want more appreciation. I want more class. I think I can entertain audience. I should do so. And one point of time, I told Aarti, like, let's do some business and let's get out of this. And she said, no. When you had nothing, you fought so much. You have something, you know people are giving so much of love. Now why can't you fight more? That happened 2 years back. And I did. So thanks to Aarti, I had all those thoughts. But I always tell, when I can achieve, you can achieve more than what I did. So that's what I want to tell everyone.
There was a lady here. Thank you very much. There was a lady here.
துப்பாக்கி கரெக்டா இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். பிடிச்சுக்கோங்க.
அந்த மைக் அவங்களுக்கு கொடுங்க. அந்த lady in black.
Thank you, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Hi, SK. This is Anisha Anwar.
Hello, hi.
I have actually 2 questions.
One. Choose.
Please.
We are running
Second
out of...
is not a question.
No, the
Not
thing is,
answer.
we are running out short of time.
Yeah.
So just take
Yeah.
one question, please.
Do you think you have achieved a milestone when your movie is clashing with such a superstar movie? Still, Amaran stayed strong and become a big box office hit. So, do you think you have reached or accomplished a milestone? And one more thing, sir. இது என்னோட ஆசை கூட. It's just a suggestion. When are you coming to எங்கள் ஊருக்கு எப்போ வரீங்க, எப்போ ஒரு மலையாள மூவி பண்ண போகிறீங்க?
And you 2 questions over.
Oh,
Let him
no,
answer.
last one.
We are running out of time. Let him answer the question you have asked.
Yes, I forget questions. I will.
இல்ல it's about the milestone. And also வேலைக்காரன்ல ஃபஹத் ஃபாசில் வந்து கலக்குன மாதிரி நீங்களும் மலையாளம் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில வந்து you should also do consider as a sweet revenge.
Okay, first question is like, no, Amaran's success is not my success. It's the film's success, the team's success. I can't take all the credit. What I can take is all the love. That is only for me, only for myself. Because that love grows. But credit, it goes to everyone who were there in Kashmir, the stuntmen, everyone. So Amaran's success is for them. And as I told you, like, competition is there, but we don't make films to stay in competition or win competition. And I should not take that route, I think, because I have seen all the heroes from childhood, and whoever is in industry right now, I've seen their films and they have made some impact on me. And now I'm also doing film. That's how I see my film. And Amaran's success is Amaran's success alone. It's not.
Okay.
அண்ணே வணக்கம்ண்ணே.
அண்ணா ஒரு நிமிஷம்னா நான் சொல்றேன்னா
சொல்லுங்கண்ணே. ஹலோ
தம்பி ஒரு நிமிஷம் எல்லாருக்கும் மைக் கொடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா நான் இங்க அங்க
மேம் ஒரே ஒரு கொஸ்டின் அண்ணா, நீங்கள் அமரன் பண்ணும்போது வந்து இன்ஸ்பயராக வந்து முகுந்த் வரதராஜை வச்சு பண்ணியிருந்தீங்க. இப்போ ரெமோவில் வந்து நீங்கள் நர்ஸ் கேரக்டர் பண்ணும்போது யாரை இன்ஸ்பிரேஷனாக வச்சு பண்ணீங்க?
அது இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன் எல்லாம் வச்சு பண்ண முடியாது. டூயிங் லைக் அந்த கிராஸ் ட்ரெஸ்ஸிங் பண்ணும்பொழுது இல்லை, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து அது ஆடியன்ஸ்க்கு இட் ஷுடன்ட் பி ஆக்வர்ட். தே ஷுட் ஃபீல் லைக் இட் லுக்ஸ் கியூட். அது மட்டும்தான் மைண்டில் இருந்தது. இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன்லாம் வைக்கல. ஐ மேட் ஷுர் இட் வாஸ் வெரி ஸ்வீட் அண்ட் கியூட். அது மட்டும்தான் மைண்டில் இருந்தது.
ஓகே.
நீங்க ரெமோ பண்ணும்போது I saw the film. I was in Australia and I remember calling you from Australia, and you know what the first thing he said, ma'am, waxing எல்லாம் ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் ma'am.
மாமா
Excuse me. Wait. I'll give it to the lady here. She wanted to ask a question. Yeah, behind. அவங்க கிட்ட கொடுங்க.
இல்ல எல்லாரும் ஒரு
Yes,
பாய்
I'm
ஒரு
coming,
girl,
I'm coming,
ஒரு boy,
I'm
ஒரு
coming.
girl. Equality நம்ம மெயின்டைன் பண்ணணும்.
We will from here we'll keep moving. Yes.
ஹாய், நான் ரித்தி. நான் ஃப்ரீலான்சிங் ஆங்கராக இருக்கேன். நான் கொஸ்டின்லாம் கேட்க விரும்பல. லவ் யூ.
ஓகே. ஓகே, உங்ககிட்ட ஒரு கேள்வி இருந்தது.
டக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டீங்க. நான் ப்ரிப்பேர் கூட ஆகலையே.
பரவாயில்ல, லவ் யூ டூ சொல்ல போகுது. தட்ஸ் இட்.
ஓகே, நீங்க முன்னாடி யாரோ கேள்வி கேட்கணும்னு ஆசைப்பட்டீங்க. யா, ப்ளீஸ் கோ ஹெட். ஒன் செக். I'll come.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
You're a huge inspiration to me after hearing your interview. To be very frank, I don't understand Tamil, so I've not watched Amaran. But I had walked through.
Amaran is in all languages: Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada, and Hindi.
Yeah,
It's
but
coming on Netflix. I'm promoting my film. But
that's amazing. I'm going to now watch it in Tamil, although I don't understand it.
Oh, thank
after
you.
hearing your conversation now, my question is pretty simple, sir. Like, I also started for the industry being an anchor. I run my own podcast called Speak with Sushan, where I interview celebrities. In my interviews, like almost about 1,000 interviews I've done, at least 60% are engineers. The actors are engineers.
Okay.
I just want to know what is the reason behind that, and also do you have any inspiration from our industry, that's Kannada? Like we have Rakshit Shetty, Rishabh Shetty, Puneet Rajkumar. Do you derive any inspiration from any of these people being an actor today?
Yeah,
Thank you.
Basically, engineering is, I told you, engineering mathematics is tougher than cinema, I think. So that might be one reason. And Kannada film industry, the first person I know from Kannada film industry was Shivraj Kumar sir, and he always gives all the love and respect. And then and one person, I love everyone's work. Whenever a good film in Kannada industry or any other industry comes, I watch it. I respect their work. But what Yash did in Kannada industry is remarkable. It was Kannada industry's success. When it was KGF 1, when KGF 2 came, it was Indian film industry's success. But what Yash did was remarkable. From nowhere, he took himself to another level, also his industry to next level. No, that was remarkable, and I always admire Yash's conviction.
Okay.
Yeah, next Kantara. Yash
can we-
started, and Rishabh, Rakshit, they are doing it. I love Rakshit Shetty and Rishabh Shetty's work. I watched all those films, all their
All right.
films.
Can I take a question here? Yeah, the lady here. Kudunga.
Hi sir.
Hi.
My question is இங்கே நிறைய பீப்புள்ஸ் இருக்காங்க.
Yeah.
நாங்கள் வந்து விஸ்காம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் விஸ்காம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்.
Okay.
பட் சினிமா எப்படி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும்னு தெரியல. ஸோ இப்போ தான் புதுசாக ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுறவங்களுக்கு உங்களோட அட்வைஸ் என்ன சார்?
நான் சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, you are in right place. You are going to film festivals and you are watching all good films. I think you are watching films here. I think
Yes.
this is the right step to move forward, because film festivals will have films that has good filmmaking, good storytelling, good command over craft. More than that, it will be I think only films that are politically right only will be screened here, and that is also very important for filmmakers, I think. And you are on right track. You have started off really well.
There's somebody from Telugu who wanted to ask a question.
I love you sir.
Telugu, Ekada? Hyderabad? Oh, yeah. Okay, what's your question? They have a mic there? No. Okay.
Hi sir, good morning.
Hi, namaskaram Adi.
I'm Rohan from Ramanadu Studios.
Hello Rohan.
సార్ యాక్చువల్లీ నేను లైక్ మీ మూవీస్ స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి చూస్తున్నాను. లైక్ ఇందాక మీరు చెప్పారు లైక్ అమరన్ వచ్చేసి లైక్ వెరీ లైక్ హ్యూమర్ లేని మూవీ అని, బట్ డాన్ మూవీలో మీరైతే లైక్ పర్ఫెక్ట్గా బ్యాలెన్స్ చేస్తారని చెప్పి మా ఫీలింగ్ సార్. సో లైక్ ఫస్ట్ హాఫ్ కామికల్ వే, సెకండ్ హాఫ్ లైక్ యూ మేడ్ ఎవ్రీ వన్ క్రై సార్. లైక్ I won't cry in general in movies, but where in like while watching Dawn, like whole theater was crying sir.
మీ క్వశ్చన్ ప్రశ్న అదేనా?
Yeah, like it's not question like my experience of Dawn movie and your feeling.
అంతేనా? క్వశ్చన్ లేదా? నేను అప్పుడే చెప్పా, క్వశ్చన్ అయితే అడగండి, లేదంటే చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు. ఓకే, గివ్ ఇట్ టు ద లేడీ రైట్ అట్ ద బ్యాక్.
Ma'am, once again, I have a simple, very simple question.
You love him
about,
too?
Sir?
You love him too?
I think everyone loves
Okay,
him.
good.
Thank you.
Sir, one question is that about Etirnichal song that you made, like Anirudh and Honey Singh made. So what was there in your mind behind bringing Honey Singh for your? I think that was your first movie.
Yeah, Honey Singh, Anirudh got it. I didn't know about it. I was just there in the song recording, and Anirudh introduced, he is Honey Singh. Oh, Honey Singh, hi. And after he sang the song only, I thought, oh, wow, great guy. Then I started listening to all his songs. I didn't make any decision about it. All credits to Anirudh.
Okay, there's a lady there right in the end.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. This is Vandna from Ethiraj College Women from Chennai.
Hi.
So you're an inspiration to many.
Thank you.
Like you have went from small screen to big screen. You have done production as well. You are a lyricist. Like, can we see a lyricist as a scriptwriter or a direction side?
I was an assistant director first. I worked with Nelson in Vetai Manan film, so I wanted to become a director before. But now I realize like direction is the very toughest job in this industry, and it needs lots of patience and to understand all the crafts and human resource management, everything we should know. And right now I don't want to take that risk. Let me concentrate more on acting and let me become a better actor. That's my only.
So what about script writing?
No. Script writing is also that needs lots of patience, I think. I have so many ideas. Might be if any director asks me for an idea, I'll give that idea and they should write and direct it. I'll just act.
Thank you,
We are
sir.
completely short of time. You'll have to apologize me. Please, let's give a round of applause for Mr. Sivakarthikeyan.
To all of you, thank you so much for all the love. Thank you so much.
Thank you
ma'am.
so much. Thank you
a
so
lot,
much
very
for being with
happy.
us, Shiva.
And because of Kushbu ma'am only, I came here, and thanks to Kushbu ma'am for this event.
I should thank you. உங்களுடைய busy schedule க்கு நடுவுல நான் கேட்ட உடனே வரேன் சொன்னீங்க. Thank you so much. And once again, on behalf of Iffi, INB Ministry, NFDC, and everyone out here,